I'm playing ping pong with John Mark, who's really good. He always beats me. He always beats me. But I wanted to show you just how fast it goes. It's like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that's a little bit how the Gospel of Mark is. Today we're in Mark chapter 3. And Mark is the gospel that's in a hurry. Kind of like a ping pong match. He doesn't even talk about the birth of Christ. He starts his gospel with the baptism of Jesus. In fact, it's the briefest of all the gospels. He constantly uses the word immediately. Immediately. It's like he's in a hurry. 70% of the time you see the Greek word for immediately in the Bible. You find it in the Gospel of Mark. So, let me try to do this in the style of Mark. Let me run you through the 3rd chapter and see if I can do it succinctly, quickly, immediately, fast, kind of like Mark does. So we start the chapter in the synagogue, and there's a man with a withered hand. So Jesus heals the man with the withered hand. A wonderful thing, right? Not to the Pharisees. The Pharisees, so we have rules. You can't heal on the Sabbath. I mean, you go to church and someone gets healed, that's something to celebrate. But let me tell you, there are still legalists today. Here's a good definition of legalism. When you take something that's not a biblical absolute and you treat it like it is. There are still Pharisees among us. Then he goes from the synagogue to the Sea of Galilee. And the crowds, the multitudes are coming to him. People are being healed. And check it out. It says that the demons, whenever they saw Jesus, they would cry out, "You are the Son of God. You are the Son of God." They knew who he was. A demon's not afraid of you. But demons are terrified of Jesus. And guess where Jesus lives? He lives in your heart. Now we go from the from the Sea of Galilee to the mountaintop. Come with me to Israel. I'll show you where that mountain is. And on the mountaintop it says that Jesus, he prayed all night according to Luke 6:12, and then he picked his 12 apostles. I like that it gives us a list of their names. And I also love the nicknames. Jesus gave people nicknames. We looked at Simon's nickname, Peter, which means rock. But check out James and John. He gave them a nickname. And the nickname was Sons of Thunder. That's a cool nickname. Here's my thought for this section. Wherever you are, Jesus doesn't just see you where you are and who you are. He sees you as you can become. He sees your potential in Christ. So now we've gone from the synagogue to the Sea of Galilee to the mountaintop. He selected his 12. And then it says he went into a house. The New American Standard says he went home. His adopted hometown was Capernaum. And again, the Pharisees are complaining, oh, he might cast out demons, but he just does it with the power of the ruler of the demons. And Jesus explains to them that's theologically incorrect. It's not even logical that Satan would be fighting against himself. Jesus said a kingdom divided against itself can't stand. You thought Abraham Lincoln said that first in his famous speech. He was just quoting from Jesus. And then his mother, Mary, and his brothers show up. That's how the chapter concludes. It mentions his brothers. There is one denomination that actually believes Mary remained a virgin. The doctrine is called perpetual virginity, that she always remained a virgin. Here we clearly see she did not, because after she was a virgin when Jesus was born, when she conceived, but afterwards Jesus actually did have some half brothers, and they show up. And Jesus says something strange. Who is my mother? Who is my brother? Who is my sister? It is he or she who does the will of God. You want to be a child of God? That happens by faith when you believe. But how about today you try to do what Jesus said and obey the will of the Father? I did the whole chapter pretty quick. Maybe not as quick as a ping pong match, but John Mark, whom I could never beat, I think I got him this game. Here we go. I got that point. We'll see you tomorrow for Mark chapter 4. Have a great day.